What's up, man? I'm Miguel. Welcome back to the channel. So for today's video, I'm going to compare the one and only Maison Alhambra's the TUX, this bad boy right here, against Yves Saint Laurent's Tuxedo. Hopefully you guys can read that. So I am comparing the clone versus the original again. So it's a battle. We're gonna see what is more worth it. Buying the original that is worth $300 plus, or buying a $50 clone. Let's see if it smells close enough in terms of smell, about longevity, all of that. We're gonna find that out in a second. So welcome back. So I'm gonna spray, or I should say dab, the original on my right hand, and then I will follow that up with the clone on the left. I'm gonna compare the scent profile of both, and then I'm gonna explain if the clone smells similar or not to the original, and if it's worth buying the original or settling for the clone. Wow. That is wow. The resemblance is striking already. That's crazy. Oh my goodness. These I can already tell this is wow. That's crazy. That's absurd. Oh my god. That's crazy close. That's much. I didn't even. Oh man. Let me just put a good amount of this on my hand. Like that. Drop. One drop. That's not that right. Let that simmer and dry. Okay, now it's a bit alcoholic because I put a lot. Okay, so that's the original on my right hand. And now I'm gonna spray the clone, or should I say the inspired by, but honestly it's very much a clone on my left hand. Okay. Wow, okay. Alright. This is crazy. From the top, this is making me smile because I spent 50 bucks on this clone and it's making me smile. Like, I'm smiling with teeth, and I don't like showing my big bucket bunny teeth, Bugs Bunny looking at. Anyways, wow, okay. So the opening is 95% the same. Yeah, it's that close. As soon as I put that little vial on my hand, I knew straight away these muscles from Maison Alhambra, or should I say La Tafa, they know what they're doing, because as soon as I smelt it, I said I smelt this before, almost exactly the same. In that top, you get that little pink berry smell, but a lot of vanilla, and that's what I get a lot from the original. So the original starts off with a hint of pink pepper, and then a nice dose of smooth vanilla. Alright, but with the clone, it has more pink pepper than the vanilla, but it also has that vanilla facet to it, which is just so amazing and creamy. It's wow. You know, the clone is very, very good. The opening, I think I might prefer to the opening of the original, just because it's a bit brighter. It's more in your face. It projects more. Yeah, again, it's just the difference here is that there's more pink pepper inside the clone in comparison to the original. But when it starts to dry down, that vanilla, patchouliness, a bit of spice, I think it's going to be very similar in the both of them, just because of what I have smelled in my initial test with the original, just with that little small vial that I put on my hand. When I got a whiff of that vanilla patchouliness, I automatically remembered Maison Alhambra's the TUX. Like, it was almost like for like. The difference here is like 3, 4, 5%. Truly, the difference is just that the original, a bit richer ingredients, more vanilla dominant, closer to the skin as well, doesn't have a great sillage, and it's smoother, whilst the clone, heavier dose of pink pepper, also has that vanilla facet, has a better sillage, but it's also smelling a bit lighter and I guess a bit cheaper, but you can't really smell a difference in quality. Honestly, it's so close. It has that warm vanilla, a bit spicy coziness, just like the original. On my hand, the original smells a bit lighter Like, it's not projecting as much, it's not as heavy, and it's a bit cozier with the vanilla. There's a slight hint of that pink pepper and a bit of patchouli in the base. You can kind of smell it, but it's not coming out yet. But usually with these more expensive designer fragrances or niche, sometimes the opening is underwhelming, but then it just starts to like become its true self in the mid to the dry down. But with like clones and cheaper designers, sometimes it's just the same from beginning to the end. Oh, now it's starting to dry down almost the same. There's no point of continuing this, honestly, because it's just amazing. I have to say though, the original is a bit quieter and has a bit more vanilla and a hint of a little bit of spice. I don't know. They're so similar that the difference is literally just one projects more than the other. One has more pink pepper, one has a bit more vanilla, and it's a bit smoother. But in reality, it's kind of just clear to me that you should never spend this much money on the original because, like, wow, this is scary close. I don't think you can honestly tell the real difference, except for maybe saying that there's more strength in one than the other because it's that close. Even the way it's wearing on my skin is literally the same. I don't even think I need to wait for 2 hours like I was planning to do because I don't think it will change. But I will get back to you guys after an hour to let you know if it still smells the same. But honestly, this is 98% the same. The only difference is there's more pink pepper in the clone in comparison to the original, and it's smelling stronger to me. Oh my goodness. Wow. It's so close. It does smell a bit smoother on the YSL, but incredible. It even wears the same. They even have similar ways of wearing. Like, you think it's gone, that it's weak, but it's just so close to your skin that you'll get wafts of it from time to time. And the longevity seems like it might be similar between the two. This fragrance doesn't really perform the most on me, but the craziest thing about it is the sillage that it invokes. It's just such a nice, sexy fragrance for a date type of environment. I will also include my thoughts about this clone and Rojas Moustache. Moustache does not have the patchouli that's inside of the TUX and also in the original. So Moustache is not a clone, I would say. It's more of an inspired by fragrance. I actually really enjoyed it. I had a little sample of it before, but I didn't talk about it. However, that fragrance is very dominant on the pink pepper and the vanilla and a bit of benzo and amberiness, and it was really, really good. But the TUX, I think, is the closest clone that you can get to the original, and it is so spot on. It's 98% the same. It's almost hard to even tell the difference. I can only tell that one is a bit smoother than the other, and that just shows in the price, but it's so spot on. It doesn't make sense to spend that much more for the original. I just have to say that. So, out of the three, even though this video is not about the three, closest in terms of likeness, like smell, the TUX. Performance, I'd probably give it to Moustache. I think it might be stronger, might last longer. But when it comes to the scent, like how good the scent is, I don't see much of a difference because it's the same DNA. But I can't lie, that patchouli that comes into the TUX makes it a bit more elegant, a bit sexier. And Moustache is also very sexy, very clean, creamy, smooth. But because of how close it is to the original, and the original smells amazing and very sexy, I have to give it to the original and the TUX against Moustache, even though the Moustache is also very good. It's just the patchouli in this gives it a different aspect, a different face to the fragrance and to the DNA, and it brings it to an extra level that Moustache is lacking. But I think it performs better. I'm gonna get back to you guys in an hour. But wow, just amazing. So I'm back and I have to say, like, wow. Maison Alhambra, hat off to you guys because amazing job. Truly amazing. 98% similar. It's incredible what they did actually. They even made it smell stronger than the original. I made my mother smell it and she was like, whoa, it's too spicy. And then the original, she's like, oh, I like it better. She said it's worth the price. But in my opinion, it's not worth the price when this clone smells so close to the original. It is a bit stronger. Maybe it's because it's a bit more synthetic. But also she's sick, so she'll smell things differently. But I have to say, for $50, this 90 ml thing right here smells too close to the original that cost $350 for me to recommend you to buy the original. It's too close in terms of smell, performance, even the quality. The only difference is that the original is more smooth. Otherwise, they project the same. The pink pepper though is a bit stronger in the clone compared to the original. The original might have a bit more vanilla, but it's in a smooth way and it's closer to the skin, but damn. It's so close. Honestly, I think that you might even like the clone better than the original for some people. At least for me, I like the pink pepper note so much. Kind of a really nice addition. It has an extra dose of it. I think it is more potent, the clone, actually. At least in the beginning. And this fragrance does not seem like a fragrance that's gonna last forever and forever. It has a decent longevity, but in terms of longevity, I'm not the biggest fan of a fragrance that has good sillage for the first hour, hour and a half to 2 hours pushing it, and then for like 6 hours, almost 8 is just a skin scent. That's not the type of fragrances that I like. But for the occasion, this is for like a date night thing. I think it's perfect because, you know, you're trying to get your clothes ripped off, and then that smell, they're gonna smell it when they're close, and you have that skin to skin type of thing. You know what I mean? I don't know what I'm talking about. I just heard this from a book I was reading. I ain't never do nothing in my life. Anyways, all I'm saying is this is perfect for those intimate moments when someone comes close to you, they're gonna sniff you, you know, and people give those little cheek kisses or a little hug, you know, even like a handshake, a nice firm handshake. They will smell this because this has great sillage for the first 1 to 2 hours. And then when you finish your date and you go and you have the clothes off, they're gonna smell it very close to your skin as well. And I think that's perfect for that type of fragrance that this is. It's gonna last a good 4 to 6 hours, but it's so close to the original. I have to recommend this over the original. This is a 10 out of 10 clone, honestly. Hats off to Maison Alhambra. Don't waste your money on TUXEDO. You can, if you have the money, buy it. If you have the money, even buy both. Why not? You know, when you want to wear the same DNA, but you don't want to spend all of your fragrance that costs $350 plus, you use this that costs $50 and you feel less guilty. And you basically get the same amount of performance, the same amount of everything, you know. It smells so similar. Nobody can tell the difference if you just were to spray. Honestly, I think even someone who owns the fragrance will not be able to tell the difference. They will tell you, yeah, this is YSL TUXEDO, and then you show them, they'll be like, damn, I didn't even know. So take my advice. If you want this fragrance, save your money, buy this for $50, and then use the rest of your money to, I don't know, buy some stocks or bonds, or buy some different fragrances. But Maison Alhambra, if they make a clone, they make sure to do it really well. Like, wow. I'm just speechless. This is amazing. Definitely go cop this. Fragrance Buy is the place that I got it from. They probably still have it if it's not sold out. And I'm sure that it will definitely get sold out. All the hype this fragrance got is just amazing. And I think it's well warranted and deserved because it's that good. I just compared it to the original, and I think it's worth it. So definitely cop it. Anyways, if you've enjoyed my video, press a like, comment down below, and subscribe. And stay tuned for my full review of the TUX, because I will tell you guys about performance, the best times to wear it, and all that other stuff that I couldn't discuss in this video. So have a great day, night, and evening, and peace.